will join to go up to African countries, Central Africa and west of Africa. But then we know that investment is power, energy. We do that investment is power, energy. We do have a mega project which will produce around 2,115 megawatts of electricity. Minister of Energy, is that correct? Yeah. And it's going on well. So when we complete the dam, Tanzania will be having a total of, let's say, 10,000 megawatts of electricity, plus other smaller projects. So electricity power is guaranteed. We know that investment is water, and we are working hard on that. So far, we have done the coverage of about 78% throughout the country, but we have so many projects on site. And by 2025, it's our expectation that in rural areas, water availability, water access is going to be around 85%, and in cities and towns, it's going to be 95% by 2025. So electricity, water, transportation services are all guaranteed. Excellencies, after presenting the efforts of the government in creating trade and investment conducive environment, let me now take this opportunity to present to you the abundant investment opportunities that Oman can tap into, and these are agriculture, mining, tourism, manufacturing, fishing, ICT, and infrastructure development. In agriculture, there is plenty of arable land yet to be utilized. And for us, agriculture composed of three major sectors. That's agriculture itself, fisheries, but also agriculture, fisheries, and livestock keeping, and livestock. So these are major three sectors of agriculture, which is not yet very well tapped. On agriculture itself, we are talking of having irrigation schemes to produce food crops, fruits, vegetables. So you may join us in this. In mining, nearly all minerals known to exist in the earth or earth crust also exist in Tanzania. But we are favored. God has given us more. One mineral, the Tanzanite, just found in Tanzania. The Tanzanite. So we have all, and currently we have embarked on being a gas economy, given our discoveries in a sizable natural gas deposits, and soon will be an emerging market for gas production in the world. We are having an LNG project, liquefied nitrogen natural gas, and it's going to be the biggest in Africa. Yeah, for now, Mozambique are boasting themselves having the biggest project, but when we start in Tanzania, it's going to be the biggest. As I have said before, that nature has favored us. We also have exotic tourism places, such as the historic Spice Islands of Zanzibar, on which maybe some of you have already visited. And if you haven't, this is not a place to miss. Please do visit Zanzibar. We also have exotic, world-renowned game parks on the mainland. And thus, there are many untapped opportunities in the hospitality industry, the hotels. We still need more. We have influx of tourists coming in the country, but we still need more hotels. The hotels we are having are not enough. So please come and invest in that area. With the huge lakes and 100-kilometer of sea coastline, and the 200-kilometer exclusive economic zone, fishing is a highly prospective investment opportunity. Right now, there is no serious fishing in our high seas. There are some nations who are coming to Tanzania, to our high seas and catching the stocks over there. We can't chase them away because we don't have the facilities. So they are just catching and go. So this is another area we can seriously work on in joint venture. Ladies and gentlemen, I was informed that this year's Business and Investment Forum is focusing on sectors such as tourism, manufacturing, agriculture, livestock and fisheries sector, and sea transportation. And I would like to talk on sea transportation. The unfavorable trade balance is due to lack of transportation facilities, especially the marine transportation. So this is another area where we can work together. The marine vessels to transport maybe live animals and so many resources from Tanzania, so many goods from Tanzania to Oman. If we have that privilege of having the marine transport, then a lot of trade is going to be done between our two parts. But again, the establishment of export processing zones, yeah, it's our priority, because as I said before, our population is a very young population. We have a lot of unemployment. We have a lot of graduates out of universities. They don't have any work to do. They are not employed. So we believe that the export processing zones, they are the areas, this is the area where we can employ many of them, plus the industrial park. The industrial park export processing zones can employ a lot of our young population. Mining and real estate is another area. And the real estate, we have a professional man here. Mchechu, please stand up so I can see you. Yeah. He's the one holding the land of Tanzania in real estate sector. So he's ready to work on the joint venture. He will explain, he'll be explaining by himself what he intends to do in this forum. So apart from the suggested areas, I urge the forum to look into how both countries can use their full potentials to strengthen and promote joint venture between Tanzania and Oman companies in order to improve the capacities of Tanzanian manufacturing sector. This can cover sectors such as meat processing industry, and I know there's a frustration in here, but I'm telling you, who is dealing with the meat processing factory in here? Yes, yes, yes. I know the frustration you have. I'm going to solve it. Take it from me. But then part of meat processing industry, oil seeds industry, sesame, cotton, and sunflower is also found in abundance in Tanzania. And we have decided to have block farming of sunflower seeds so that we can produce edible oil from sunflower for the local market and for the foreign market. Fruits processing industries and fish processing industry. I've talked about deep sea fishing, which haven't been tapped quite well, but then Tanzania is constructing the fishing port in Kilwa, and that's an area where fishing is done in high quantity. We'll be having the fishing port, but we also need the processing plant for whatever is going to be caught in the high seas to be processed in the country and then be transported or exported to